Good evening. You are watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. Around 1.2 million people are evacuated as Fani enters India's eastern coast, and the Sultanate's embassy in New Delhi calls upon Omanis in the state of Odisha to be cautious. Russia and Syrian army step up attacks on rebel-held northwestern Syria. And Seoul calls Pyongyang to show action to win sanctions relief. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. Cyclone Fani tore through India's eastern coast today as a Grade 5 storm, lashing beaches with rain and winds gusting up to 205 kilometers per hour and affecting weather as far away as Mount Everest as it approached the former imperial capital of Kolkata. At least 3 people died today as Cyclone Fani, the biggest in years, slammed into eastern India, seconding coconut trees, flying and cutting off power, water and telecommunications. Authorities in Odisha state, where 10,000 people perished in a 1999 cyclone, evacuated more than 1 million people as they worried about a possible 1.5-meter storm surge sweeping far inland. 1 man died of a heart attack in one of several thousand shelters set up, while another was killed by a falling tree today. Hundreds of thousands more people in India's West Bengal state have also been given orders to flee. Local airports have been shut while train lines and roads were closed. Meanwhile, authorities in Bangladesh, where Fani was headed, said a woman was killed also by a tree and that 14 villages were inundated as flood dams broke due to a tidal surge. Around 400,000 people from Bangladesh coastal villages have been taken to shelters. The Sultanate's embassy in New Delhi calls upon Omani citizens in the state of Odisha to take precautions and to avoid going to the coastal areas due to the landfall of Cyclone Fani. The embassy also urged the Omanis not to travel to the above-mentioned state and adhere to the safety procedures issued by the Indian authorities. Russian and Syrian forces intensified airstrikes and shelling in rebel-held northwestern Syria overnight, the heaviest assault since the area was declared a demilitarized zone under a Russian-Turkish deal. The targeted villages and towns in northern Hama and southern Idlib fall within a buffer zone agreed last September between Russia and Turkey as part of a deal which averted a major offensive on the area. United Nations Regional Humanitarian Coordinator Panos Momontses said schools, health facilities, and residential areas have been hit. He added that 300,000 people live in the buffer zone where the area are hostilities. South Korean Foreign Minister Kang Kyung-hwa said today that Pyongyang needs to show visible, concrete, and substantial denuclearization action if it wants sanctions relief, as the North deadlock with the United States continues. Kang's comments at a press conference came days after a senior North Korean official warned Washington of an unwanted outcome if it didn't adjust its stance on economic sanctions. Washington and Pyongyang have been at loggerheads since the collapse of a summit between North Korean leader Kim Jong-un and U.S. President Donald Trump in February. South Korean President Moon Jae-in, who brokered the first meeting between the leaders, has tried to salvage the diplomacy, but Pyongyang has remained largely unresponsive. Still to come on News Bulletin. Under the theme Change Starts From Us, the English Society at Nizwa College of Applied Sciences holds its annual Open Day. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. With the participation of various government and non-government bodies, the state's Financial and Administrative Audit Institution organized an awareness seminar on the importance of protecting public money. The seminar also highlighted through a number of work papers the role of the Financial and Administrative Audit Institution and ways to enhance the community awareness about laws and regulations. It also aimed to disseminate the culture of integrity and corruption combating among all segments of the society. The Directorate of Consumer Protection in North Al-Batana concluded an awareness campaign that aimed to shed light on the rights and duties of the consumer. It also discussed ways to deal with misleading advertisement and offers. The campaign also came to acquaint the society with the consumer protection law and regulations. An exhibition was also organized that included seized items and goods by the public authority for consumer protection in different occasions. The exhibition aims to acquaint consumers with genuine and fake goods. In an endeavor to develop the skills and creativity of students and achieve the competitive quality, the Learning Projects competition was organized for the students of the schools of the Governorate of North Al-Batana. It included the memorization and recitation of the Holy Quran, the mental capabilities development, and electronic tests. It aimed to raise the level of learning outcomes in schools of the Governorate. It also sought to disseminate the culture of creativity and innovation among students. Aiming to encourage students to protect the environment, the English Society at Nazwa College of Applied Sciences held its annual Open Day this year under the theme Change Starts From Us. Our reporter Saleh bin Khalfan al-Rahbi has more details on the following report.
Change starts from us, a theme that the English Society at Nizwa College of Applied Sciences chose for its Open Day this year, aiming at urging students to take part in preserving the environment through a number of outdoor activities and interactive games.
The theme helps students to understand their role, their responsibility for the environment and the world that surround them. Because the students are not, they have to learn that they have responsibility. The responsibility doesn't lay with somebody else to clean the environment or to take care of it or to make it sustainable. Change starts with us, as the theme says. So everybody has a responsibility, everybody has a piece of the puzzle, and they have to play a role with this.
We want to involve the students in the steps we can take to reduce the overuse of plastic, because we all participate in that harm to the environment without noticing.
The Open Day included Green Village exhibition to familiarize students with the laws and regulations concerning the protection of nature and to encourage them use environmental friendly materials.
We are here to raise the students' awareness about the importance of protecting the environment, and we hope that effort we do now will help in the future.
I'm so excited to be a part of English Society in Nizwa Cas, and here in this society we are learning and having fun at the same time, and I think this it will be a great experience in my life.
Members of the English Society also performed a play entitled Our Journey to Save Earth, reminding the attendees how initiatives to clean the environment may take long but will result in a better place for all.
Such activities do not only help students practice language outside classrooms, but will also instill the culture of conserving the environment among them. From Nizwa College of Applied Sciences, Saleh bin Khalfan al-Rahbi, Al-Dakhiliya, Governorate.
Now for the general weather forecast around the Sultanate. Clear skies will prevail over most of the governorates, with chances of low clouds and fog late at night and early morning over the coasts of the Arabian Sea. Winds will be southeasterly to south light to moderate. Seas will be slight with a maximum wave height of 1.25 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's news bulletin, here are the main points once again. Around 1.2 million people are evacuated as Fani enters India's eastern coast, and the Sultanate's embassy in New Delhi calls upon Omanis in the state of Odisha to be cautious. Russia and Syrian armies stepped up attacks on rebel-held northwestern Syria. And Seoul calls Pyongyang to show action to win sanction relief. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, thank you for watching and have a good night.